Okay, we are live now, so maybe stop singing, because that's...
First ban on Oogie. Who
That's
saw that
good.
one coming?
Yep. Well, second ban, technically, but, hey. It's an early ban, that's the point. We are back with Game 3 of the Grand Finals of Gold Division between Dawn and Prime Icarus, so... Game 2 was a game. That was a hell of a game. And go watch it if you haven't. It'll be on VOD. It'll be on YouTube and stuff. I do want to take small programming note at the beginning. There's a tournament. You guys should go participate in it. I'm starting it. It's 12k gold coin prize pool. It's pretty awesome. And the winner of the tournament is going to play a show match against St. Sports on HoNcast. So if you are a bad team and you have absolutely no chance of ever making it to gold or diamond and therefore being impressive at all, this is your chance. So go out there, sign up. Maybe you get to be casted on HoNcast. It'll be before, during, or after the podcast or something like that on Tuesday the 14th, and the tournament is going on over the weekend. So everybody, it's great. It's so great. But that's enough of self-promotion from me because there's a game going on. Parasite and Oogie, first couple of bands from Dawn, Keeper of the Forest, and Cthulhuphant are the bands from PI. So, yeah, Oogie ban. So,
Swiftblade.
Cluckbuck, can you explain the Oogie ban for us? Because I don't get it.
Because Cerato's wrecks with that hero.
Yeah. How badly would you say that he wrecks?
Oh, definitely 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty impressive. Enthos, can you confirm? I'm not sure if I can trust this guy.
I can confirm this.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. It's sounds pretty dangerous. So we'll have to see if he can overcome the loss of his Oogie. I don't know. He plays pretty good Silhouette too, so maybe that'll be available. Still on the board, so wouldn't be surprised if it's banned out here though by the Hellborn team, of course. That is, they have picked up Swiftblade, so Rhapsody, Swiftblade, and Gauntlet. There's a lot of white noise coming now all of a sudden. Who is that?
Yeah, I can hear us as well.
Thank you for stopping it. It was Enthos, wasn't it?
It's not me.
Bastard. Anyway, draft going through here. Ophelia, Magnus, and Empath, the first few picks from the Legion side. Rhapsody, Swiftblade, and Gauntlet, the first 3 picks from the Hellborn side. So Slaskadrit is going to be getting his famed Gauntlet. And Enthos, were you in that game where we casted Slaskad play Gauntlet and he just crushed everything? I think so.
I don't think I was, but I am
maybe
familiar
not.
with how dominant he is on that hero.
He's pretty dominant on that hero, and he basically won one of the games in... That actually might have been... Was that against Xset or was that against Ogre?
No, not towards
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
Just saying.
I don't know, I've never had... we don't really... I don't know. I don't remember getting crushed by Gauntlet. I remember getting crushed by a Prisoner though.
Yeah,
But not Gauntlet.
he also does that, but... Gauntlet, gonna have to watch him a lot because he plays this hero very, very well. I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but in his hands, it's been pretty dominant. But so far, drafts making sense to any of you guys? Anything to comment on?
Well,
Yeah,
it
so I'm
seems
first
like...
picks from both teams.
Okay, let's go to Clockmuck first.
It seems like Labyrinth has some kind of strategy versus Swiftblade. Yeah, usually that hero is either first picked or blind ban, but they left it until... Yeah, they just left it open.
And
And
for the
I can
first
see
pick,
why,
oh,
they already
too.
have...
Yeah,
What?
sorry. No, I was saying I was curious because they first picked the Oath over Swiftblade, Rhapsody, Magnus, etc. But please continue. You're saying something.
Oh, I mean, they have 2 pretty solid counter picks to Swiftblade.
Yeah.
So I guess they have some kind of strategy and playstyle around Swiftblade.
No
That'll be
doubt.
interesting to see.
And Pharaoh will be the 4th pick out of the second banning stage, which consisted of Tempest, Torture, Bubbles on the Legion side. So looking to get a jungler, a support, and the versatile Bubbles who can both suicide and initiate. As Doctor, Dark Lady, and Silhouette get banned out from PI. So no huge surprise the Soul ban comes out, along with a few other hard carry bans. And the options for Probusk now a little bit limited. I don't know if you guys are thinking anything in particular would make sense here. Puppet Master still on the board. I guess that's...
I'm thinking Hag, but then they have
Yeah.
low physical damage, so it's probably not Hag. I don't know. It's really hard to say.
I do not like a Puppet Master here though. Swiftblade is really good versus Puppets.
Yes. As of course he can just spin and doesn't care too much about the CC, so wouldn't be that great in terms of the PM, but he would of course provide some nice physical damage. And does Voodoo Puppet apply when he's spinning? I don't actually know. Like
I don't think it works.
I think you can apply it, but I don't think it works.
Not if he's spinning. I don't think you can do anything to him when he's spinning. At least none of the puppet spells.
I think it takes damage.
Yeah,
Like, if it's already
got a
up.
whisper that the scoreboard is on the stream.
What?
But
No,
that might be actually. I guess he has delay. Never mind.
Oh, he has delay.
He has a lot of delay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just 6-minute delay, which is necessary. That would be bad if we didn't have 6-minute delay on. But yes, I will remember to change the interface this time, people. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Anyway, Engineer, 4th pick from the Hellborn side, so they're not going for the jungle route this time. Parasite and Tempa's both banned. And I suppose Shorthand's stable of jungle heroes does not include Solstice, Legionnaire, Keeper of the Forest, etc. Other Keepers also banned, so.
Yeah, that's not heroes you want to pick up. I mean, some good teams usually pick up like Behemoth or Magmus to just pull the first wave on the short lane and farm the forest with that, which is pretty efficiently done, but I believe they haven't practiced on that.
Yeah, and it will in fact be the 5th pick, Wretched Hag, so good call from Rocky there, and will be in Probusk's hands in the bottom lane. As Pharaoh presumably Suicide, as Okami's picking that hero up. Labyrinth going to be in the middle lane with Magmus, probably Empath dual laning there. Which is that an awkward lane to you guys? It feels a little awkward to me.
The Magmus Empath lane?
Legion
Yeah, like I mean, I'm okay with the Pharaoh Suicide, I'm okay with the Hag bottom. Magmus Empath seems like it's an awkward lane.
Yeah, it might
think
be,
the
but...
There you go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's decent because they have an Ophelia, so they're still going to be able to set up really good ganks on the middle lane.
Right, that's true.
And the thing is, you don't want to let Hellborn get Empath. Empath was 3rd picked when Hellborn only had Rhapsody and Swiftblade.
Right.
And if they would have gotten Empath, they would have a really strong tri-lane. And you don't want to let them have that with Swiftblade.
Yeah, that would have
So I
allowed.
guess I think that's the reasoning.
That would have allowed Gauntlet to go, probably get banned in the 2nd stage of bans, but probably they would be willing to take that for as strong as that tri-lane would have been. But Kinesis, 5th pick, and we talked about that a little bit earlier in the last game, actually, during the draft. I'm not a huge fan of the hero. I think, Cluck, you're more or less on board with their... explain to the people why, because it's probably a better reason than what I have.
Why? I just feel like the hero is all about magic damage, and I don't think he rapes his lane, but I don't think he does enough to justify that. That's pretty much it.
That's more or less exactly what my thoughts are, so that makes me feel a lot better. Hey look, I changed the overlay immediately. What a genius. I don't know,
But it's just like one of those heroes that I can't say exactly why I don't like it, but I just don't feel the hero does enough to justify.
right. I can tell you exactly why I don't like it. It's because he does do typically well in lane, but after that, he does do well, and he takes all sorts of kills in the early game because he's got so much burst magic damage and Kongor. Okay, Kongor. Let's finish up on Kinesis for a second. But so he takes all the kills early on, and then he doesn't do anything. Like he hits 15 minutes, 25 minutes, yeah. And this is gonna be Kong. Like, this is gonna be free Kong.
I don't think so,
Oh,
actually.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they know about this.
I don't think so. I mean, they're kind of hanging out in this Legion Woods. I think they're expecting the warding.
I would be
Magmus
really
is
I
not
surprised.
going.
think they're just waiting for the timing. If they're really smart now, they're waiting for the timing to them to get a bit low.
Pharaoh's moving all the way to the top lane. I don't think they know.
Okay, yeah. They have no idea.
Magnus-
This is really
Oh
bad.
wow, this is huge.
Oh,
This is gonna be a problem. The
Wow.
GLA just getting
Wow.
thrown out.
oh no.
Snowy.
Oh,
Those mind games. Pro
Oh
Bus.
my God.
All the manners that's coming out from Dawn right now are gonna be so angry in half right now. Oh boy.
oh no.
Almost perfect timing as well with the creep lanes.
Yep.
This is
That was very good. And Slaskid would actually give me one to pick up the token. So it looks like we're gonna see a safe lane Swiftblade and Wrap with Gaunt and Engie in the mid and Kinesis bottom. Why didn't they
Hack
give the
is
token
lane
to
with
Kinesis?
Empath.
Yep.
I'm just confused why Empath is laning with Hag.
Oh, I like this. They're gonna try to kill him now.
Yeah. But
Problem
Hag
is,
should
though, that
probably
Hag
be a
doesn't
little
do
bit
enough.
more careful about this. Than
Respect all.
is she
Is that-
currently?
Oh,
Yep.
What?
And they
That's
really
not
should have given the
good at
token
all.
to Kinesis, though. I don't understand why they didn't do that.
Smackdown.
File is dead, so he gets the Bloodlust.
Yeah, that's a
Ah.
huge start for Prime Icarus. Not only the Kong, but the first blood on the Hag, he's gonna duel lane with that Empath.
Like,
There's
they
really no way to
can't-
justify that.
Now Magnus is in trouble.
Yeah. And Pharrell's taking some damage, but Magnus will be okay.
Just missing the turret.
I want to say that they can't keep Empath in the bottom lane, and they kind of agree because they're rotating her over to mid. But Kinesis is going to win this lane. And it's
Yeah,
not
for
even
sure.
going to be close. Like, he's just going to keep throwing crap at Hag.
Kinesis
Here
has
comes-
9 tangos, by the way.
Yeah, here comes Ophelia with the Skeleton King gank. And we'll see if Kinesis can do anything about this. He's going to have to stasis smash something, probably himself, to be able to survive. Yep, it's going to be Hag. He's going to get the counter kill again!
That's so well
Well
played.
played on File's part.
Yeah.
And, I mean, File will take that all day long.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
this is.
But Ice on Gogo is gonna be huge though. And he's one of those players that you do not want to get huge with the jungler. He can do so much work.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I
I
am,
think
but
at the
still-
same time, Hag is the carry.
You gotta look
Probosk
at the
is trying
bright
to
side.
carry.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, the Hag still is at 200 DPM, so. But yeah, it's not what you want.
Definitely not ideal to trade a suicide laner for a carry, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, File also gonna have a ward as well, so Oath Gank's not gonna do
Yeah.
it.
I even think they countered the lane ward bottom as well. Looks like it.
I would really like. I am very curious as to what your guys' thoughts are on why they gave the token to Gauntlet. Like,
They probably thought there'd be a dual mid right off the bat. I mean, there's no reason for them to expect that they'd run an empath Hag bot.
right, but it's still a
understandable.
suicide with no real escape mechanism.
Right. Engineer's sitting down here with Inders. Short can looking to
But
make
it's just
something
like you said, you know? Like he has no escape, so what is he gonna do if he dies? Oh,
Keg just
Oh.
a second too late. The coordination was almost there, but Probosk, knowing something was weird, probably saw. Oh look, missed from NG for a long time in middle lane, and let's probably do something about that. But now, Gauntlet really wants something. He's gonna dive this. Essence like stun is there, and actually that's kind of thing. The only thing that prevents Labyrinth from dropping. But it wouldn't be surprising if Gauntlet just basically suicides himself at this point because he does have a minute and a half left on this token. Go get yourself killed, man. You're fine. Come back up with full health and full mana. Yeah, apparently he doesn't want to. He picks up the bottle and now he's gonna start regenning. I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Prime Icarus is dominating all their lanes. They have 3 heroes above 300 GPM, and no heroes are above 300 GPM on behalf of Dawn.
Even with the nice early start from Ophelia, she has
Right.
since fallen off a little bit. It's pretty hard to maintain 400 gold per minute anyway. But it looks like Slaskid Red is gonna take a whole bunch of damage here. Still has 45 seconds on the token, and he's like, I really don't understand why he's not. There we go. Finally, he's just like,
He wants
kill
to
me.
die.
He's gonna die in the tower. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
There we
Finally.
go.
Okay,
Oh,
actually,
it hits.
from on from Engineer will hit Magmas with the wall. From that, this is helping to drop the stop the hook. Oh, and also gonna miss there as well. So the Swiftblade, whatever the strategy was to deal with Swiftblade, probably wasn't this. Swiftblade is nearly 400 gold per minute in this top lane. Pharaoh, actually level 4, and he's at 150 GPM, so he's not having a bad time either. I don't know, I'm kind of surprised that Pharaoh's doing as well as he is.
Yeah,
And yeah,
you shouldn't.
that might not be lasting for much longer. He's gonna get trapped in the walls here. No dance floor, but doesn't matter as the Swiftblade spin is just way too powerful. So, as I say that, sorry Okami. And the bottom lane actually, meantime, File gonna try to eat his way through the woods, realizing apparently that he can't get away from Ophelia, but that didn't work very well, as he just burned a whole bunch of tangos, and now he's gonna get cut off actually by Hag. There's the Skeleton King net, and that'll be another kill. Saint Rocks is also connecting, because we don't have enough spectators in this game. Hook back onto the Empath in the middle lane. We'll see if Gauntlet can actually get a kill here. Essence Link, though, it's just a little bit too powerful. Raps rotating from the bottom or the top lane. So they're killing File a fair bit. And he's now even with Hag on gold per minute.
Yeah, it's just what they need though. They can't let him dominate the bottom lane, so they just let Ophelia sit there.
Iceland Go is playing really well.
He really is.
Doing exactly what he needs to do.
I like that. Obviously, Proboss dropping his mana, or his intelligence
His
items,
Rhapsody.
and then Ring of Sorcery goes off, so he gets more mana back. And Rap, you gonna be okay? Yeah, she's fine. He's got a haste. So just continuing to try to back Proboss off of this lane. And once again, they're going to jump in, but no, Ophelia really wants this, and they've rotated
Pharaoh
Rhapsody to
dropping
the top
low,
lane.
one
Yeah,
himself.
Pharaoh going to drop it too, so he puts the lane walls
no.
up, but doesn't care. So play just way
Ceratops is
too
almost
far
at
ahead.
500 GPM, 7 minutes into this game.
And I mean, we got a series, boys. Like
We
Dawn,
do have a series.
Dawn won game 1 in pretty convincing fashion, and since then, PI have basically been, well, since probably about 5 to 10 minutes into game 2. Since then, PI have been completely on the ball.
Yeah, they stepped up big time.
No thanks to Shortcan, I might add.
Look, he's got 110 gold per minute.
Ooh,
What is
top
he even
lane.
doing? Yeah,
Clearly
once
he's just
again,
bringing his
Swiftblade
team
gonna
down.
dive Pharaoh, but we're not gonna have quite enough here. Swift Slashes are available, but here comes the teleport support, and he's just gonna leave. So Hag rotating
What's
over,
this here?
but he's gonna be careful about this because Swift Slashes are actually not available thanks to not enough mana, but they are in a second. Now they are.
Yeah.
And the rotation from Hellborn's side as well, gonna help Swiftblade out. Proboss rotated top lane with the teleport. Now he's gonna have to walk all the way back to bottom. Actually, no, he's gonna go middle onto this gauntlet. Gonna try to kill something, but Magnus gets stunned out. Actually, the gauntlet blast onto him as well. That'll stop that nice hook back onto Engineer. So, Robots are trying to do something in middle lane to pressure, but it's not quite enough. And that's a lot of time that he's gonna miss. He's also not gonna have lane control when he gets back to the lane.
Yeah. But it's a good attempt though. They need to start
Yeah.
making plays to get back into the game. They can't just sit on lanes and farm.
I'm just not sure those plays are Proboss rotating so much as other people rotating to him. Actually, HoN gonna go down onto Kinesis, but Rhapsody is just staying around here, which I actually like a fair bit. And they're gonna perhaps try to turn this on Ophelia, not quite enough. They realize how well they can shut down this Hag, and that Swiftblade does not really need Rhapsody to be top anymore, so. Choosing to make the permanent rotation from Zowie.
Magnus heading
And
bot
yep.
with Invis.
Here comes the big rotation. There's the Pharaoh hook and onto Kinesis, but back into the tree, into the tower, and that wasn't great. Mass control onto Ophelia. Nua's Blessing already gone out. No inherent defense doing a ton. He will eventually die. Magma's eruption is canceled. He's gonna try to live here, but Swiftblade's coming in with Swift Slash, so that'll be one counter kill. We'll see if they get anything else. No, that's not gonna happen. So they get the one. That's it. And Probuska's hanging around like he wants more. He needs to be real careful about this. There goes one Skeleton King Tenet, actually. And Swiftblade's out of mana, so he can't spin. He will Ghost Marchers away, and there goes the Rocket as well. Robust gonna jump with the Sonar Scream. Yep, and now he will fall. So 2 teleports coming in. Here comes Kinesis and Gauntlet. as he actually Gauntlet gets both of them forward, and it looks like they will be able to counter onto this empath pretty easily despite the essence link there. And maybe even more. They kind of want this hag, but of course she does have blink, so she will be okay. Pharaoh is under the tower, and he's not going to be in too much trouble. So again, trading the supports. And overall, I don't know. Relatively even fight, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's good that
pretty-
Ceratoss won bot and got that Magnus kill, but at the same time, he could have stayed top and definitely pushed that tier 1 tower in. I mean, he was at about 480 GPM just a couple of minutes ago, and now he's on a 440. Not a huge factor, but still, I think he lost a little bit of GPM rotating bot.
Yeah, and to be fair, so did Labyrinth because he died.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely think it was worth it though. I mean, Labyrinth needs his PK to make
Right.
plays, and
That's
without the
true,
PK on Magnus, how are they gonna make plays? I think it's really important for carry players to not be afraid to go from their lanes and try to start like setup kills, because it can really make a difference in the game.
I don't think their initiation is entirely reliant on Magnus. If you got Pharaoh, even Ophelia and Hag can do a fair
No, he
bit
doesn't.
themselves.
I'm not saying it relies on him,
Right.
but Magnus
But,
becomes
yeah.
such a better hero when he gets his blink.
Yeah. To the extent that, I mean, you could even argue if all he gets all game is blink, he's still a very effective hero.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my god, now
The
it's
Hellborn
Fence as well.
destroyed a Legion
Fence is
tower.
coming, yeah.
What is this?
What the hell is happening?
Nice.
Gallows being killed there. Oh crap, it is Dawn 2-1. Look at that. I screwed up all sorts of stuff. So I was so proud of myself for not messing stuff up, and then I did. Anyway,
It's inevitable, Quincy. It's okay.
it is inevitable. And I'm just gonna do this. There we
Dawn
go.
looking to push the bot tower.
Yes, they are.
The Hellborn had destroyed a Legion tower.
And they will in fact get it as Flensmeister joins up because, okay, seriously, how many spectators are on this now? 4, 5, 6, 7? Jump back in onto Magnus. He is taking a lot of damage. Actually, Norse Blessing to save his butt. And he's going to try to counter an Upturn, but here comes the energy field. And Magnus might actually still die here. Gauntlet's pretty darn tanky, but he will end up dropping. This is the Mass Control coming in, trying to kill somebody. Lava Surge completely whiffs. And is he going to be able to get out of this? Steam Bath not for another 3 seconds, but he's hiding in the trees. In the meantime, in the background, they kill Probusk somehow. And Magnus also going to fall here in the background. Ophelia coming in, trying to do something, but of course, haste the Kinesis. He should be alright. And that looks like they'll be into that fight. How did Probusk die? I didn't even get that.
I have no idea, I wasn't
Rhapsody
watching
stun
it.
plus the
So you
blade
played
spin.
ulti?
Yeah, I mean, Swipplay definitely ultied, but I'm kind of shocked that he still died. I guess Swiplay's level 11, so...
Yeah. Rhapsody is a great counter to Hag though. Like, maybe Rhapsody, like, if you time it really well, you can disable Hag for so long with staccatos. So maybe that happened. Seeing as now we actually got the kill.
Yeah. So no doubt the staccatos and or dance floor, probably both, were used there to help clean up that kill. And a nice hook back onto Magnus once again, but he will be able to Lava Surge out before he takes a death. Just kind of probably too tanky to really just, go down to Gauntlet's Burst this time anyway. He's got nearly 1,000 health actually, and Mystic Vestments. So mid push coming in once again. As the Legion are getting aggressive, they have to realize that they're down so far, and so they're trying to team up as much as they can. But the Hellborn are perfectly fine with that, and they're going to back off this mid push. Switchblade and Rhapsody come in visibly in the background, of course, Engineer and Gauntlet, hanging out looking for some sort of initiation or counter initiation. Both creeps once again taking a whole bunch of damage.
Do you guys feel that Nullstone is the right pickup for Hag, despite the fact that Prime Icarus has a Kinesis?
The Kinesis W doesn't remove the nullstone though.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't, so...
And
It
comes back on the
is
Gauntlet. Once again, he's going to be counter-initiated though by the Wrath of the Pharaoh. No Mummy Walls actually, that was just purely for defensive purposes, and it will save Magnus.
Are you sure about that, Rocky though?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure about that. It's only the Q that removes nullstone from Kinesis.
Then I like the pickup.
Yeah, me
And I
too.
think it's really good
I had no
pickup.
idea.
I think it completely counters their team.
I mean, the hero would be really strong against millstones if it were the other way around.
Yeah. This is whenever I see a gauntlet getting picked up, I always try to draft millstone heroes because gauntlet has a pretty hard time initiating on them. Like
They might get a combo again. I mean, that
Yeah.
ward will spot them, but you guys think that they would be a good fight to pick?
I don't think they can. They
Right.
don't have a portal key on
They
Magnus.
actually, I think they will.
They don't
they
have
actually
Wrath
have
on the
Wrath.
Pharaoh. They're
Oh, yeah.
trying like they can, but there's an Invis rune on
This is
Kinesis,
Indus, yep.
and there's no Rev. And so Blake's gonna spin out of that Skeleton King net. Kinesis wants something here. Empath is inside of Hag, so they know that's happening. It's gonna only last for a couple more seconds, though, 15 seconds. And the side will back off. There's a Stasis Smash onto Pharaoh and the nice initiation there. Okami gonna die, as well as Labyrinth. Mass Control
Wow.
was used almost entirely unnecessary. But that was a great initiation from the Gauntlet and the Kinesis. And that's going to be a free Kong. So, presumably token on Swiftblade.
Yeah, looking very good for
Been
PI.
slain.
And, I mean, they're up 10 to 6 in Hero Kill. And they're up 9k gold and 8k experience.
Gauntlet actually picked up the token.
Huh? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Side over here. Ophelia getting caught once again. There's a Gauntlet Blast, and she's definitely going to die despite the use of her ultimate. They're going to try to clean up her creeps as well. They'll get at least 1 Minotaur, 2 Minotaurs, and the Skeleton King probably going to fall here as well. So one annoying thing about Ophelia after she's died is you have to clean up her creeps too. But they do kill the mid tower in the meantime. And with that Gauntlet token, they're getting real aggressive. Portobello's in the bottom lane, trying to kind of push this tier 2 tower, realizing that he really can't do anything in the mid. But that's going to be defended as well.
I mean, we're only 16 minutes in, and Prime Icarus is up by 9k experience and 11k gold. That is a huge lead for this early into the game.
I'm really worried if I'm on Dawn, man. Like,
Yeah.
this was bad in many different ways.
Right. Judging from how this game is
Yeah.
progressing, we're going to see a game 5 in this series.
And it's just, I mean, going into that, how do you not favor PI with how good they've looked?
Right.
And Dawn
I'm
just
hoping-
seems so reactive.
That they'll overlook the Oogie ban, and the next game they'll pick up Oogie yet again.
I
be fun
seriously
to
doubt
watch.
that's going to happen.
Yeah, I do too. It'll be fun.
And once again, Swiftblade is in onto the Sparrow, who's pretty darn low, and he's definitely taking a death here. And Engineer with the energy field in the background, actually really good placement. Lava Surge there is going to do a lot of damage, but not enough. There's a Gauntlet Blast onto Wretched Hag. They kill Iceland Go-Go on that Ophelia in the meantime. Stasis Smash over here onto Labyrinth, and he's probably going to take another death. Has a Lava Surge up in 1 second, and is actually going to stun out of it. Dust Relation did not catch him. It did, in fact. It's got so much range. So even with a Steam Bath, he's going to be dusted out, and he will take another death. So 3 heroes down. None for Hellborn. There's triple stacked Ancients here. Those are going to be cleaned up. Why are they triple stacking Ancients?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's probably for the Magnus,
Who's
but
blowing
yeah,
into their mic? Please stop.
Is it me?
I don't know. It might have been. I don't know who it was, but
yeah, I heard it as well. I think it's good.
there was a lot of loud mic blowing crap. Anyway, Legion side Ancients will be cleaned up. Pharaoh Rocket a little bit too late, but like really, why are they stacking Ancients? They can't kill them. I guess they could with a rock.
Well, the Magnus can kill them,
Yeah.
but it's not really. They haven't really done it. So
Like, you can't just leave that. As far down as you are, you've lost map control. You can't leave that there because they're going to get taken if they did. But, I mean, Ceratoss at like nearly 600 gold per minute. And, I mean, like I said before, whatever their strategy was to shut down the Swiftblade, it didn't work.
yeah, it's mostly because of the early Conger, of course, but also
Yep.
that Kinesis got so many kills on the Hag, and
Yeah.
he doesn't have anything because of that.
Still working for that Null Stone. 1,200 gold save up, so it's not like he's going to have it anytime soon either. currently at 321 GPM. And at the top lane, Kinesis is going to get jumped on by a couple of heroes, but there's a TP support from the Hellborn. They know that they can either take this fight. Yep, there's a Gauntlet Blast right onto Hag. She has Blink back up. Can she get it out? Nope. Stun lockdown is too strong, and they kill Proboss once again. I mean, does Dawn just CC this game and go next? Like, they're perpetually one game away from taking the finals here. But
There's
I think
probably
it's gonna
not a
go
chance
hard.
for them to.
yeah,
I think it's gonna hurt their
But
morale a lot if they stay in their game. This game, I would just CC and go no. But if anyone in their team thinks they have a chance, they shouldn't CC. But
I mean, the idea is basically like they don't lose that much by staying here. I mean, maybe some time, maybe some morale, but if they're okay on morale, then it's not that big a deal, because if they manage to somehow pull a win out of this, then they take the series. And the last thing that they want to do is give PI the same opportunity.
It's looking really, really grim
Right.
though.
Yeah.
And technically in last game, they didn't actually CC. Like, PI took the throne. So, I'm just wondering like if that's their attitude at this point, where they're just, look, we're not going to concede. We're up 2-0, now we're up 2-1, and either we're going to win the game, or you're going to kill our shrine.
I don't like condemning a game this early, but
Right.
Dawn is going to have to pull a miracle out if they want to
are.
win this.
And at this point, which as far behind as Hag is, we talked about the null zone a little bit earlier, but like, do you go the greed? Do you just say, look, like, the only way we're gonna work is with a Hail Mary, so I'm gonna go Lightbrand or Grimoire or something like that, and you know, if it works, then it works, and that's fantastic. But I'm just not sure how much a Nullstone is gonna do to pull them out of the pit.
I think if they notice that he goes for Grimoire, they're gonna go all in for the base though.
Right.
Because he can't do anything.
I mean, sure. But he doesn't even have a Nullstone yet. Not that he
The
would have
Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Yeah, he's farming really slow because of the items he started with, but
TP's away. Let's see if Magnus can survive this. He's getting spotted out by the creep wave, but there's no real portal key jump except for that gauntlet. Actually, off to the side, Swiftblade gonna catch Magnus. He's only level 9. Lava Surge is away. Tries to get the TP on out. If Swiftblade can get vision of this, no, he can't. And Hag actually stealing Hellborn woods.
Laughable.
And they do deny the top tower as well, so 15-6 hero kills, 22 minutes into this game, 15.5k gold, 15.5k. And there's the Gauntlet Blast onto Ophelia, hook right back into Rhapsody, and you're dead. Nope, not dead. After the Pharaoh, Ophelia really wants this, still not going to survive. Swift Slash is amazingly being eaten by the Ophelia creeps. Took a long time to kill that oaf, but she still does die, and now Pharaoh gets trapped, and he's
Traps
also
himself.
dead. Oh, the neutral!
oh god.
What?
That was the what?
What are the chances?
How did they even get the dance floor, I guess, aggroed them? That was ridiculous.
It was that one Ebola on the left-hand side.
That was
Threw
really
one auto
stupid.
back out, and it got him.
Holy crap.
what a play.
Oh, did he aggro them with the rocket, maybe? That could
Yeah.
I know it's
The
the dance floor with the
Hellborn have
rocket.
destroyed a Legion tower.
Regardless, it'll be their second tier 2 in favor of PI. And are they going to break base here? It looks like they're going to try. Dawnbringer is up on Swiftblade, and of course he has buyback as well. Portal key online from Magnus, so they've got that. He's only level 10, so level 1 ultimate. And this tier 3 is
The
dead.
Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
And they're choosing not to fight this, actually, so they killed the tier 3 and then decide to back out. Alright. I don't know.
I think they could have gone for the Rex, but
Me too.
Probably just playing it safe. They don't have a token, so they don't want to risk it. I don't think they realize how far ahead they are.
Which is fair, but like, if you can kill a tier 3 with no resistance, you can probably kill Rax. Like, it's easier to kill Rax than kill a tier 3.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I think they're gonna have a. I think they have a better chance of killing the Rex now than after the conquer. I don't know.
I mean, I think after
think
Congo
it's
it's
just-
easier, but maybe the only thing they're thinking is just like, look, they're not putting up a defense of the tier 3, but if we start taking racks, they're gonna fight. They can't just let you have 3 racks. Swiftblade picking up.
Swiftblade going for a
dancing
wing
blade.
bow.
Yeah, I love that. Love the wing bow. And they're just like, let's kill the outer towers, I guess. They're now pushing middle lane.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get map control before the next Congo spawns, which should be in the next 2 minutes. So once that comes up, they'll definitely be able to kill him.
Each side are counter pushing a little bit on top, but realizing very quickly that Hellborn are not going to stop with this push thing. So.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
We'll see. Affiliate Creep's going to provide some counter push. And it looks like Hellborn are not super interested in taking that fight, but now they're going to swing bottom. As they see 2 heroes top, and both of them have TPs, and they both will TP immediately. So they force the back, they see the TP goes through, and now they're just going to leave, so. Alright, maybe not. Either way, it's obviously good to force that rotation, and yeah, it looks like PI is done for the most part. Swiftblade is getting a little greedy here, because his team is not nearby, and Empath is inside of Retro Tag. He does have the Nullstone completed. She's got 1600 gold saved up on top of that, but Congo back up. And in the meantime, rest of Hellborn items. Yeah, sorry, go.
Oh, I just said that looks like they're heading for Congo.
Yes, it does. The rest of the Hellborn items in the meantime, Raps picking up the Astrolabe, and Gauntlet going to tank her out with the Helm and investments.
It's like a Legion team wants to fight it.
Yeah, they're going to spot this out with a rocket, but the Gauntlet Illusions are also seeing stuff on top of the wards that they have. And their jumping Gauntlet like that was real, but no big cooldowns used, obviously. Word of Revelation and Word of Sight will be countered here by the Legion team. And there goes the Kongor kill, but who got the token? It looks like Elysia! Pharaoh stole it, but he will lose it right off the bat. Bat Blast onto 2. Mostly got eaten though, and Labyrinth Knives right off the bat. He did not. Did he get an Eruption off? Was it cancelled? I didn't even see anything happen. Hag also getting locked down here. Gets the power supply, but not enough in blink animation before she dies. In the meantime here, it looks like Hugo Bick on the Empath is going to die, and the CC mode coming out. They realized that they had to take that Kongor fight, they lose the game, and I think we're going to see a CC here. I mean, they're going to take racks, and they could probably take middle as well. There's no buyback in any base except for Probusk, and Probusk can't do anything. Yep, alright, so that's the game.
Hellborn wins!
GG's.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, indeed, GG's. We got a series. Like, that wasn't just a win, either. Like, in Game 2, they came back from a deficit. They crushed this game. So, I don't know, let's go to Enthos first for final thoughts there, then.
Yeah, Prime Icarus had the confidence this game. I mean, it takes a lot of balls to go for level 1 Kongor, and they snuck it, and they got it. And they killed Kongor 3 times within a 30-minute game. So I'm really impressed with Prime Icarus. They're playing exceedingly well, and Game 5 coming up. I'm excited to see it.
No doubt. Cluck, you anything else to say?
Yeah, excited for Game 5. But realistically, you should never really lose when you get Congo level 1. But they played it correctly and just snowballed. Really well played by PI.
No doubt. And we'll finish off with Rocky.
Yeah, very sneaky Conger attempt, paying off, and very well played from File, owning the Hag bottom lane. Very unfortunate for the Dawn team.
He absolutely did own that guy. And alright, that will do it here for game number 3. 2? 3? Yeah, this was 3.
3.
This was 3. I can count most of the time. And we'll be back in a few minutes with game number 4 and the final game of this best of 5 series. So stick around, it's going to be a good one.